Sarah Holloway, and I am the project manager for Levi's Pioneer Nation. Levi's Pioneer Nation was born about 3 years ago. Our first event took place in Braamfontein, and we had 500 attendees. It was a pilot to see if this was a need if it was something that the audience would need, and the turnout was amazing and the feedback was amazing, so we decided to go ahead with it. Last year it took place at Saibono, and we had 900 attendees. And this year, here we are again at Saibono. We've made it a 2-day event, and we're aiming for about 1,500 attendees. Levi's Pioneer Nation is all about kind of highlighting the entrepreneurs in South Africa. We want to showcase entrepreneurs as if they are the rock stars, because we believe that they are. Entrepreneurship is very fashionable at the moment, but I think there are very many misconceptions around it. People think that firstly that it's an overnight success, because they've heard of Facebook, they've heard of Uber, and so they think it can just kind of happen overnight, and they don't realize that takes time, that even Facebook and even Uber took many, many years to get up and running. They also think that that it's all tech oriented, that you have to be able to write code, it has to be an app, which is not the case. So the entrepreneurs that we showcase, we try and do a nice variety of entrepreneurs. We have a 16-year-old called Rabia Khor, and she wrote a business plan to her parents to explain why she should leave school, or why she should be homeschooled, and it's because her business was doing so well. She sells beauty products online. Then we have a 60-year-old woman who runs a farm in Alexandra Township, and she wants to teach people all about agriculture and farming and the importance of herbs and vegetables. And we have pretty much everything in between. We have some incredible female speakers this year, and it's just growing. So last year we kind of struggled with female speakers, but this year we managed to find some real rock stars.
One of the verses that I really like, and I'm going to say it for you in Sanskrit, it says, Yat yat ajati shrestas, tat evatarojam naha. Sayat pramanam kurite lokastat anivartate. Whatever a great man does, common men follow. Whatever standards a great man sets by his example, all the world will pursue. Yat yat ajati shrestas tat evatarojam naha. Sayat pranam kurute satat anivartate.
Hi ladies, and I'm joined here on the sofa sessions at Pioneer Nation by CEO and founder of Kula Education, Mpho McChambers. Hi Mpho.
Hey Nongs, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good, I'm good, thank you. Happy to be sitting here with you.
Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.
And just to get started, who is Mpho?
I'm a lot of different things, because human beings are so diverse. But I think at the core of it all, I'm a change maker. I'm really always just looking for opportunities where society can grow and evolve and change. And I'm always thinking of how I can use my talents, my skills, my business to really implement that change. So I think at heart, I'm somebody who likes to see society grow and likes to play a part in that.
So you started Kula Education. Just wanted to find out more about that and sort of how your background influenced that.
The Kula Education Group is an education, training and skills development enterprise, which I started because I really want to make sure that the world and South Africa is a more inclusive place for persons with disability. I have an attachment to the community of people with disabilities because of my mother's work as a principal of a school for deaf and blind learners. So when I started this organization, I really wanted to make sure that through education and training, we can re-conscientize society, government and corporate to make sure that the world is a more inclusive place for people with disabilities.
Well, and that's a very interesting space to play in. And I wanted to know, what have been some of the struggles in being in that space, as well as some of your triumphs that you've incurred?
I think no matter what type of an entrepreneur you are, the struggles are so similar. So for me as a social entrepreneur specifically, one of the biggest struggles has been showing or proving how helping the community to grow is good for business. doing good is good for business. Because a lot of the time, especially investors, want to know, okay, what is the return on investment here? What's the financial reward? It's wonderful that you're helping to change the world, but how does that translate to revenue? So one of the hardest things on my journey has been to think of social change in terms of impact, but to also think of business growth in terms of revenue and profit and sustainability. And of course, when you're a social entrepreneur, the issues that you deal with aren't always the easiest to swallow. So sometimes you find that when you're speaking about your mission, there's a sort of discomfort around people because they don't want to confront the very things that social entrepreneurs are working hard to change. So that too has been a challenge.
And the triumphs from your journey?
I've had many triumphs on this journey as much as they've been challenges. And I think for me, the biggest triumphs or the ones that I hold most dear to me are the personal ones. The fact that I've been able to push past boundaries, those set on me and those that I set for myself, is for me a triumph. The fact that after 3 years we are still afloat, still sustainable, still changing lives is a triumph. The fact that I can come to events like Pioneer Nation and share my story is a triumph. I think sometimes when we're in business, we're looking at making the millions and the billions of rands and seeing that as a triumph and that as an ultimate victory. But I think day to day, whatever challenge you overcome within your own space is a triumph.
Definitely.
Being an entrepreneur is a triumph.
Amen. I completely agree. I understand what you mean. And what is your vision going forward?
So I have two types of vision, one for myself and one for the work that I do. For the work that I do, I'd really like us to be one of the first truly inclusive learning institutes in South Africa. By truly inclusive, I mean that at least a 51% component of our learners should be persons with disability. Because then we're not only speaking the speak or talking the talk, but we're living it. And we're saying, look at us, we are an inclusive institution and so many other institutions can replicate our model. Personally, I would like to give more of my talents to people who are also aspiring change makers. So if I can spend time with budding entrepreneurs who want to make a difference, share my skill set, share my knowledge on whichever platform, then I'll consider myself accomplished.
What is your advice to other women who seek to embark on this journey or any other one similar to this?
Just do it. My advice to anyone who wants to get into something that furthers their dreams is just do it. We spend so much of our lives hesitating, doubting ourselves, withdrawing from the very opportunities that are going to help us to not just change the world, but even change ourselves. So just do it.
Hi, I'm Candice. I'm the marketing lead for Levi's for Africa, Middle East and Pakistan. And we're here today at Levi's Pioneer Nation. This is our festival to celebrate young entrepreneurs in South Africa, and we're really hoping to provide a platform to network, connect, and really get inspired. The day has got 40 speakers which are curated, and you organize your whole day around who you'd like to see and attend different workshops as well, where you get an opportunity to really network and share ideas. And this is our third year. We are hoping to obviously build on and really grow this into a much bigger platform, really start a whole movement around pioneers and pioneering in South Africa and entrepreneurship.
This journey is just sometimes lonely and you cannot even rely on somebody else to make you happy at that time. This is your journey and it's looking at you. But you can look for advice from somebody else, but nobody else will make it happen for you. It's only you. It's called the road to success. It's always under construction. I looked at the time and I decided to start walking this road. I remember seeing success nearby and imagining all beautiful things I want. I remember thinking that it will take me just a few years to be successful. I remember thinking that this is going to be one of the smooth sailing. And as I walk, I realized there are things I should have started with that requires me to go back and do them before I take the next step. I realized the importance of building my brand. I realized that it was never too late to start again. I realized as I carry on working, I didn't take a map with me to show me all the correct path. I realized it was a wake-up call to go back home and start again. This road is rough. Choose how tough you want to be in it. This road has potholes. Choose how you're gonna swift or deal with them to pass them. This road has speed humps. Choose how you go over it. This road has signs. Choose which ones will take you to your destination. This road has e-tolls. Pay them. Other roads might be more rough. This road has paths, a cross path. Choose wisely. If you're not sure, look for signs. 1 or 2 are there to advise you. Learn to receive advices from people who walked this less traveled road, because the road to success is always under construction.